Is that your community festival of
Yes, this is the community festival that
2009?
What we did at this community festival is we had a good time. That's one thing. We danced. I don't know how many people was there, but I know I was dancing. But what we did for the community is that we had what we call a rent raffle, where we paid the rent of whoever won at the community day, or rent or their mortgage, again, to try to give back to the community. It's okay, you can turn that up. It's all right. It's all right. Okay. So we had salsa there. We had the Housing Authority was one of our sponsors. The UI was and what we had the banks do for all the banks. What we had them do is give every one of our guests free checking accounts. Again, we had it right in the corner of Whaley and Sherman, so all of the guests have free checking accounts at this event. Oh, that's nice.
Has everyone seen the billboard?
Has everyone seen the billboard? Do I look mean? No. Powerful. And this is my rental bus tour. So what we did is, again, we reached out to the community. A lot of people from the shelters and homeless facilities came to our rental bus tour. We know that they don't have many people don't have means of transportation. So what we did is we sponsored a bus, and we used our clients, our landlords that have available apartments, and we rode them around New Haven. So each apartment was a bus stop on our rental bus tour, and we had fun with that as well. And after we got off the bus for the rental bus tour, we came back, gave them information about the properties. They applied for properties, and we placed them. Those that qualified, we were able to place them. And I was amazed at the turnout on this, of the number of people who were since homeless and in dire need. So after I left, I think I made a Facebook update just saying how what we did is so needed, and I'm ready to work because there's so many people who need what we have. So I remember, and I remember him. We can laugh, those of you that are here. He had a lot of questions, and you don't learn unless you ask questions, so there's nothing wrong with that. And this is Mr. George. He wants to moderate. So yeah, we have people all types of situations, reentry. This young lady, she was talking to me. She wanted to start a business, and we were talking about her trying to start a business. Hey, that's back at the community day. My family members, they were so supportive that day. I told my daughter. Also my family members. I don't know how many of you know Hugh Watley, ACT Construction, a family member. And he would let it be known if he was here. He would let everybody know. Oh, that's my dad. God bless his soul. We had so much fun that day. It was a beautiful day too. Oh, Chris is one of my clients. He owns statewide State Farms Insurance in Hamden. Oh, my nephew. We have fun. She's just like, whatever. Oh, that was when we had our step show and our salsa dancing. I don't know the exact count, but we have hundreds and hundreds of people at this. And what we had, one thing that happened at the event is all of our, the sponsors, those that were booth sponsors, they ran out of information. And I had them, even the house already said, this has never happened. We ran out of information. The lady you just saw, she crochets and she hand makes her all of her clothing that she was trying to sell that she sold actually at the event. And that's me, of course. Tamika when she was pregnant. Oh, the dunk. Oh, you have this?
Oh.
But we had fun. We had a dunking booth. So let me warn you in case I'm in here.
Yeah, I didn't put that in. I spared you. I spared you that.
But I'm a good sport. I let them convince me to get in a dunking booth. And I look forward to doing the next community day like this. Most likely it'll be next year. That's Georgia Simi. He's over at Wells Fargo. He's head over to mortgages. And that's my friend. Oh yeah, and this is the other bus tour. So I think this might have been the first bus tour that we did. The rental bus tour. We had so much fun on that show. I told them that they saw my debut because I had there's TVs that came down and we had a DVD of what they should expect on the bus tour. And I told them they saw my debut, my acting career. And these are some of the places that we took them. So we didn't just stay inner city, we also were outside. I don't know what's wrong with the sign.
We're blaming on the wind.
Yeah, we're blaming on the wind.
And you were out there that morning when they actually unveiled the...
Yeah, this actually time I was 7 o'clock in the morning. We got the call. This is when they were going to put up the billboard. And at the time they had the, this, I think it's a nursing billboard up. And believe it or not, I didn't want to, be quiet guys, before believe it or not, I struggled with the billboard. I struggled with putting my face on the billboard. If you guys don't believe me, ask my mother. I really did. But actually, I'm glad that was something that I did. Because what it did is was able to point more people to us as a means of help. And a lot of people felt, I had women that came up to me and said, you know what, you inspire me. And that alone meant the world to me. I mean, I didn't have to hear anything else. But to hear someone my age, older than I am, and younger than I am, to say that I inspired them was very humbling. I don't even have anything to say except that was humbling. So this is early in the morning. And that's probably like a kid on Christmas. I was like, yay! And Tom's such a good sport. Because I didn't think about taping. He said, okay, find out what time they're going to be there. I was like, okay. We're gonna be out. He was gonna be out there, and I couldn't have him out there at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I said, okay, I'm coming too. So this is 7 in the morning, but I'm glad we documented it.
Okay, it kind of repeats that. Yeah.
And then it repeats. And then, hey, Mr. Joseph, since you're there, can you hit the lights? Thank you very much. Now, let me act like I'm teaching a class. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. So, you know, at this time I want to introduce a friend of mine who we happen to be in his ward. When we moved from over on Whaley and Sherman, we moved here, and Alderman Packer said, you know what, I'm so happy to have you in our ward. I'm happy to be in your ward. He says, you know, let me speak and say a couple of things. So I said, sure, come on down. So give him in here.
You know, I just wanted to come and just thank Roberta and her staff for coming to Ward 24. I'm very proud of her. We're very proud to see a young black woman out here who has a business that is viable, that is going to be helping people. And you know, I was joking earlier with Cherise saying that I'm just happy it's not another barbershop or beauty salon, but you know, something of real substance, something not that those aren't good substance businesses, but something like this can really help grow a community. And we're just so proud of what Roberta has done in the city and in this particular community, and we support her 100%. We want to see her grow, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that her business is successful. We get all the support it needs from a political and governmental perspective, and I'm glad to see all of you fine people out here to support it. I see a lot of familiar faces, and you know, thank you very much for being here. And Roberta, welcome to Ward 24.
Thank you. Okay, so the next person that I'm going to introduce, I was introduced to him by a good friend of mine over here hiding, Mr. Jesse Phillips, and he said, you know what, Roberta, you have to meet this guy. You have to meet him. And so I was like, okay, let's set up some time and let's meet. So I made an appointment to meet with him. And so I was waiting. He was late. Yeah, he was late, but he showed up. So I was waiting in the lobby, and I was talking to the receptionist because she was talking about the new director, new executive director of LCI. And so you want to hear this one? So we're just talking about, so how is he? You know, just general talk. She had nothing but good things to say about you. So nothing but good things. So I'm sitting and I'm waiting, and then he comes rushing in. He was there. Walks right by him. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you Roberta? I was like, yeah, I'm waiting for you. But he was in strictly business mode. Strictly business mode. He didn't even smile. But I'm saying to myself, I'm going to kick Jesse's behind because he's going to put me in this person. He knows my personality. I'm bubbly. But anyway, I said all of that to say we ended up going into a meeting. And when I left out of the meeting, I left out with much more than what I went into the meeting with. In short, what I did is I left out being inspired. I was even more inspired to create affordable housing, even more inspired to rehabilitate properties, even more inspired to own more properties, and now I want to be a developer. So you can't have conversations like that with entrepreneurs and don't think they're going to put a plan together to make it happen. So I'm telling everyone here, I don't know what year it will be, but we'll have a grand opening of Outreach Development sometime soon. So I left out of there, like I said, with much more than what I went into the meeting with. I left out with $100 million worth of ideas. I tell you, he's so brilliant, and there's no other than Mr. Eric Johnson.
You had to write the first time.
Eric Johnson.
Yeah, thank you. And on behalf of my bosses, John Stefano and Kelly Murphy, we're really proud of Roberta, and really she's the person who's an inspiration. not anyone at City Hall. It's because of the things that she does and are trying to do that we have a great city. Taking on some of the comments that were made earlier today about kind of a city that's trying to figure it out or vision. I'm here to say there are a lot of great and interesting things happening in New Haven. We all know the bad stories. We all know what the murder rate is. We all know that how the homeownership rate is too low. But we're also a city that's on the cusp of great change. And I think today is an opportunity where not only we celebrate that change, but we know that because we know that change is coming, we have a group that's prepared to take advantage of the change that's coming. And that change is going to come to our neighborhoods, whether we like it or not. And I think today is an opportunity to celebrate not just the expansion of another business in our community that's going to do great things, but also to look forward to the opportunities that are going to take place in our neighborhoods. New Hallville is not going to look like New Hallville in 10 years from now. There's a lot of big developments that are happening. The Hill is not going to look like it looks like 10 years from now. And then the question is, who's going to be there? Who are going to sell those people those homes? Who are going to be in those communities? Who are going to continue to make the difference that we know is coming? You know, the opportunities are already here, right? Today it's kind of, do we see them and how do we realize them? Roberta, congratulations on your success. Anything that I can do to make sure that this dream and your other dreams will be successful we have. And in terms of starting the new development entity, figure what, it takes about a year to get your stuff together. So we'll see you January 2012 about the new development.
Okay, January 2012 it is. It's in the atmosphere. Actually, when I was doing my plan for outreach property management for 2011, when you plan for the years, you look at your profit centers and you try to incorporate, you find out where your weaknesses are when you start doing your numbers. And then you can incorporate change and figure out how you can make that line in there. And woo-wee, when I tell you that number looks beautiful, so I immediately looked and I said, okay, developer is next. So you know, it makes all the world of sense. We're doing property management. We have our contractors, electricians, everyone. So it makes all the world sense.